Oh yeah, what's going on, everybody? We are back. My name is Gerard. This is my little brother Alex. The invisible guy is JR. And this is the GAJ Podcast. And it is draft day, which means, as of this recording, it's Thursday. Change that music up a little bit so we can hear each other. But yeah, it's draft day. We're going to get into that in a little bit. In case you're wondering who we're pulling for, bear down, Chicago Bears. Let's go. Anyway, if this is your first time with us, thanks for checking us out. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Either way, we'd love it if you would support what we're doing by liking the episode, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell so you know when our new episodes are out. And of course, we'd also love the comments. If you are new to us, we love that little wavy emoji, along with anything else you would like to contribute, ideas, comments, criticisms, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to check some settings here because I don't know that I did a very good job of that today. Let me just make sure. Yep, didn't do that very well. Let's see. Didn't do that very well either. All right, I think that should fix a few things. We're going.
Oh, you did something bad there, dude.
What'd I do?
You're back normal. You're back normal.
Oh, okay.
Anytime we mess with the audio settings, it screws it up.
I know I shouldn't have done it. I should have just waited, but oh well. We should be all right. All right. Yeah. Oh, and so thanks for joining us. If you like to contribute but would prefer to do it more anonymously, you can always shoot us an email at gajpodcast@gmail.com. And now it is time to get into our first segment. It's all about our favorite hobby. Well, my favorite hobby, eating. And we like to call it Mom's Kare Kare. I'll be honest, I didn't do a very good job this week of tracking what I've been eating and taking pictures, but I did get some good stuff, so we'll talk about it a little bit. However, we're going to go and let Mom lead off this week. She had, let me put this up here. So Mom's contribution this week was something she hasn't made since, I guess, 2016. Crustless sausage quiche, which includes sausage, peas, carrots, potatoes, eggs, cream, butter, and cheese. And she likes to dress it up with some good old-fashioned banana ketchup. And that is what that looks like. I don't know if you remember this. She used to make this when we were kids, and I loved it. I'd put ketchup all over that thing. Banana ketchup's even better. And it's kind of funny. It actually looks a lot like something that Ashley made for me to take to work to eat for breakfast or even like lunch. They're called egg bites because the recipe tells you to like make them in like those little muffin tins. But she just put it in a casserole dish like this, and I would just cut big old squares of it, put it in a to-go container, and bring it to work, or eat it here. Pretty similar. She didn't do too much with the vegetables, but she had actually put bacon and sausage in it, so it was pretty good. And it actually made me think of Mom's quiche when I was eating it, because it used to be like one of my favorite things she would make when we were growing up. Do you remember her making that like, I don't know about all the time, but
I love the quiche.
Yeah, man. It was good. That was good stuff. So yeah, that was a good contribution. Thank you, Mom. I'm going to take that off of there because it looks like you're ready to go. So I'm going to let you go next.
Yeah, so I've been saying the past couple of weeks that I've kind of sizzled out on the Filipino food. But guess what? I went twice to make up for it. I'll do this in reverse order. This is Sunday. Sundays they have 2 for $1.
Yes.
So I got fucking They say it's beef tapa there on the right. Of course, it comes with the garlic rice and the eggs and some sauce. I don't know what that is. Vinegar, maybe. I tried it once. I was like, nope, not for me. We got the beef tapa.
Could you? Yeah, there we go.
Just this is the only thing I ate on Sunday because I was like, I'm going to eat this. This is going to be the only thing that I eat because it's just.
So you kind of went one meal a day, except for like you doubled up.
No, but it's a lot of food. So I didn't eat this all at once. I ate this over like 3 sittings.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that's smart too.
So the beef tapa, which I don't think is actually beef tapa, because I've Googled beef tapa before, and I'm like, that's not it. On the left there, we have pork tocino, which was delicious. I kind of had a Sophie's Choice that when I was at the Filipino restaurant because they had the beef tapa, they had the pork tocino, they had chicken tocino, and doesn't have longanisa. They had sweet longanisa.
Okay.
So kind of jogging around, like I haven't had longanisa in a while. Should I get that? I was also had a football game that day, that afternoon. So I feel like the longanisa may be the worst choice if I have a football game later. No, I definitely want to eat half and half of one, half of the other one. I decided against the longanisa. Got the beef tapa, in quotations, beef tapa, and the
tocino.
Pork tocino.
And tocino is kind of like longanisa, but it's almost like leaner and less greasy.
Yeah. Yep. It's still greasy, but it's less greasy.
Still greasy, but if you see how greasy it is on the screen, you can only imagine how greasy longanisa is.
So that was Sunday. Now, going backwards to Saturday, I did a double dose of adobo, 2 different types.
I was gonna say those. Yeah.
Got the ahi soup, of course. Got the rice. We got regular pork adobo down here.
I love pork adobo.
And this is the meat is chicken. I always ask them what it is, and they say it's adobo with a coconut sauce in it.
Okay, I was gonna say it almost looks like a curry.
So on the I always ask them what it is, and they say it. And I don't understand what they said, but on the receipt it says adobo sitaw, which is SITAW.
Huh.
When I googled that, it didn't look like that. That's on my plate. So I don't know what I ordered. It's adobo with some type of coconut sauce in it. That was chicken adobo, sitaw, quotation sitaw, and pork adobo, the regular kind, which is the more transparent sauce. So I did a full meal I doubled the adobo, and nice. I did not regret it. I had a good time with it.
It's like an adobo around the world. Well, around the Philippines, but
yeah. That's all I got. That's all my Filipino food. That's all I got for my part of Mom's Kare Kare.
Yeah, man. I wish I would have taken a picture of it. Ashley made this really good dish. It was she was just in Costa Rica again for literally the same resort for literally the 3rd year in a row, just out of coincidence. And she came back all inspired, and she made this like Costa Rican style like beans and rice with like a braised beef dish. I should have taken a picture of it because it was delicious. It was very good. But alas, I didn't. I did, however, find a cool Instagram clip. Let me put this back up here. Whoa. So, do you know what poutine is?
That's the Canadian fries with cheese and something.
Yeah, cheese curds and like gravy. And sometimes I'll put like, it's called poutine with protein. Sometimes I'll put like, beef or pork or like steak or whatever. Well, somebody, and I think she's in, she's in Maryland. I don't know who this is, but I just happened to see this on Instagram. I know you can't hear it, so I have it on mute anyway, but this is a Filipino twist on poutine. So you got your fries.
On it?
She put Mang
It
Tomas
looks
on
like
it.
they are.
And do you see what she's putting on there?
Holy
Pork
shit.
belly? Oh my God, dude.
That is not good for you.
No. Would you eat it though?
Yeah, of course.
No. Hell yes, you would.
Hey, can you turn the music down a little bit?
Yeah,
Sounds a
sure.
little loud on my side.
Yeah. Let me turn that down. Touch more. But that looks awesome. I'm not big into the vinegar. I know
I'm not either.
Filipinos are,
I'm not a
but
vinegar person. It's not my thing.
That looks incredible. Like, I want to try that. Oh, sisig fries too. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. How much do you want to try that? Because I really want to try that. Look, that looks awesome. Filipino poutine with the lechon on there. Oh, bro. That looks good. Anyway, I digress. That looks awesome. I can't wait to try that.
Is there a place around you that has it?
No, this is so it's called Manila Mart and Cafe in Beltsville, Maryland. So if you look up Manila Mart on Instagram, you can follow her. So, man. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that. I want to try that. Definitely want to try that. But anyway, man, we're going to get through that one a little quicker than normal. That is the segment we like to call Mom's Kare Kare.
This is the first time you didn't post a picture of something you ate?
One of the first, yeah, because I've been so busy. I had like networking events. I had house stuff, like several different meetings, work meetings, financial.
Okay, we can get into that in the
meetings.
next segment.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we affectionately like to call Mom's Kare Kare. Moving on, is our ode to my personal project on YouTube, and it's about the adventures. It's about the getting out and doing stuff, shenanigans, and we call it Hey Dad, whoops, wrong banner. Hey Dad, watch this. And let me get to the right album here so I can show you what I got for us. All right, so the Sandlot softball team, that's my Friday team. I was hoping to have some video of that, but we got canceled due to tornadoes in the area. And actually, it was pretty bad. This doesn't even do it justice. I just stuck a camera in the window for a while and recorded it. It was, let's see here. So this is I-70 back here, and you can't see it, but there's no cars on it because it was flooded. The interstate was flooded. They couldn't get through there, so they shut it down. They had to take a sump pump out there to pump all the water off of it. So it was, I guess there were some cars, but I know there's a section of it that was closed off because it was flooded. I mean, I guess it was up to it got up to the door handles on some cars. So it was legit pretty bad storm, which is ironic because we're having some pretty bad storms right now, which I don't think they were. I know rain was on our forecast. Again, as of this recording, it's Thursday. But it's bad outside right now. Like the tornado sirens are going off a few minutes ago. If you're wondering, I live downtown where it's very difficult for tornadoes. I'm not saying it's impossible, but tornadoes don't typically happen in the downtown area. So here I am, still at home. Excuse me. However, Old Balls did play. We played last night, and we split. We had a good time. No, we won. Sorry, we won 2-0 against the team. I think they're just out there having some fun. They're not the best team. They've got some good athletes, but not necessarily softball players. And on top of that, we're a fly ball hitting team, and the wind was blowing out. So, Yeah. Saw a few balls leave the yard. I actually hit one home run myself.
Nice.
We actually hit a home, and of course I wasn't recording yet, but we hit a home run limit pretty early in the second game. So I actually I'm one of those softball players. I have multiple bats. All right, like I'm just gonna tell you, I have multiple bats. I swing different bats for different situations. Pulled out a different bat, and let me see if I can get this up here. For being 46 years old, I still have a little bit of pop left, I found out. So I mentioned I hit a home run in the first game. Second game, can I get this up here? Like that. Like that. Second game, they were, I'm not sure why. Like, I had already hit one out, and if you notice the outfielders, they're playing in. Not only are they playing in, but they're shaded left to the right, which I guess I did hit one that way earlier. Oh, I guess maybe this guy did move back over. Let's see if I can get to the actual swing. But he's playing in, and I don't know why, because I did that. I didn't even get that high. I just smoked it, and it like went right over him. I stopped a second because I'm old and I don't run fast anymore, so I only got a double out of it. But yeah, I was hitting the ball pretty hard. I think I probably had like 4 doubles on the night. I had a home run, 3 or 4 singles. But yeah, had a good game. I had a good game offensively. I usually play first base, and we switched it up a little bit. I went over to second base for the second game because that's what I played growing up, and absolutely biffed at the most like tailor-made double play ball ever. It was like a nice, easy candy grounder to me, and all I had to do is wait for a little bit so I could make a clean flip to second base. And I got so excited, I came up early, flipping the ball, and the ball was never actually in my glove. It went right through my legs. So that was pretty embarrassing. But, you know, I guess that's why I play rec league and I don't play like pros anywhere. So yeah, that was that. And then we had our inspections. I think I kind of talked about that last week. We had some negotiations this week. I was actually at the house this morning, and I think we finalized everything that they're going to fix for us, and we should have a clean road to closing here in a few weeks. So Ashley and I are almost homeowners. So pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. But anyway, once we get all the paperwork signed, we're going to start doing some stuff, probably paint one or 2 rooms, move our stuff in, and then I'm going to start playing home DIYer, doing some stuff. So, including getting a bed, so when you come visit, you got somewhere to sleep. But yeah, that's what I got. What about you?
Well, starting with I've kind of steadied out with my weight loss. I've seen to be hovering around 169 to 172 pounds. If I eat or drink the night before, I'm going to be a little bit on the heavier side. But what I did notice is that, so I get my clothes from Target quite often. And I have gone through a bit of a point where I got fat, and then I started to come down a lot. And I have 3 of the same shirt from Target in 3 different sizes.
Oh boy.
A black polo shirt made by All in Motion, which is like their athleisure brand. I have the black polo shirt in large, medium, and small. I got a small one last weekend because most of my polo shirts are medium.
Damn.
Most of my polo shirts are medium, and I've been looking at myself and I'm like, this looks like I'm wearing a blanket.
Oh, geez.
It's just getting too big. So I was like, you know, and I mentioned in a previous episode of our podcast where I just have to accept the fact that for some shirts, I'm going to be a small. So I've been buying some clothes off of Amazon. I was testing out all these Amazon shirts, and I'm like, this shit's too. I was getting a medium. I'm like, this shit's too big. There's something wrong with it. Then eventually, I just said, I'm a small. So I ordered a small, and I was like, this works. This works. I look good in this. So,
in all fairness, I will say, like some clothes off of Amazon sometimes, like
there's good enough variation.
Yeah, the sizes are very hit and miss, and they're not always very consistent.
I got two of the same shirt in two different colors in small, and one of them was a lot longer than the other one.
Yeesh.
So it's kind of like, yeah, okay. you kind of, you know, it was cheap, so I'm not paying a lot for this. You're gonna even with some of the higher name brands, you're gonna find variation.
Yeah, especially on Amazon.
Even like regular stuff, you're gonna find variation.
Oh yeah, sure.
Other stores.
Yeah, perfect example is when when Ohio State won the national championship a couple years ago. First thing I did was I had to get on Fanatics to find a shirt because like Dick's Sporting Goods was sold out really quick, and it's like, they're rushing those out there, and the size were a little wonky.
Their QC is gonna be really relaxed because I remember when the Cubs won the World Series, and I was getting Cubs World Series shirts, and they was just like, man, this is not the right size.
Yeah. And mind you, these were Nike shirts. This wasn't just like knockoff brand. They were the official like licensed shirts that Nike had the rights to make. And yeah, the QC for those those games where they need to get them out right away because we're all going to wear them for a couple months and then probably not wear them that much anymore. I just don't. The QC clearly is not the same as the stuff that they sell like year round. But anyway, shit, dude, small, good for you.
Small, I look pretty decent in it.
In whatever brand. When I was looking, I got down to a medium.
Medium just looks too big on me now.
Yeah,
I feel like baggy 90s style, okay, but I need something that's a little more form fitting.
Yeah, that's about as lean as I've ever gotten, and I only got
one. I got one polo shirt, and they're not on sale. I mean, it's Target, so it's not gonna be expensive anyways at regular price. I got one to test it out. It looks good. I might go back and get a different color shirt because it's just, I don't know. I'm replacing my shirts. First, I had to replace my shirts because I got too fat, and then I bought more shirts because I slimmed down, and then that's when I was a medium. Now that I've slimmed down even more, I'm like, even the mediums they don't fit me. They're too big on me, so I have to replace those. But I'm not going to get too much. I'm just going to get like maybe another polo shirt or two. It's mainly for work.
Gotcha.
I don't wear that anywhere else.
I think that's the right move, though. I mean, some of you out there might be like, "Oh, you're cheap." It might not fit forever anyway. Like, why spend a ton of money on something that, in 6 months you might want to be back into a medium? So.
I still buy expensive clothes.
Me neither. Overrated.
Other than like Ohio State stuff. That's the only one. Embarrassed stuff.
Yeah. Oh, even that stuff. Like, I'll still look for the brands, but when it's like the playoffs and the championships, you want to get the legit shit like right away. So it is what it is. I'm with you. I go for the value brands. They fit just fine. Sometimes I like them better, to be honest. So
yeah. But moving on from weight loss and what shirt size I'm wearing, flag football. We played on Sunday, and we just were completely out of sync. It was probably more of our quarterback. It was just out of it. He knew it. But also that team just whooped our ass. It's a team I don't like very much. Well, there's a person on that team that I don't like. And I actually played on their team like for one season 3 years ago, so they know me. the wife of the quarterback for some reason loves me, which is kind of weird. I'm sure he loves that too. But we were just out of sync. We're we were the number one team. We took a big loss. We're not going to be the number one team anymore. I don't know where we're at, but where we're at right now, we're going to be in the playoffs. So it's just, okay. We're fine. If we lose this weekend, which is I think the last of our regular season games, we're still going to be in the playoffs.
Nice.
But I just want this. Even if we lose this week, I just want to be a game where I feel like we're in sync. It's like I don't want to overdo it. I'm like, okay, you know what? Actually, we're gonna have some key players out too. So shit, we might lose. So we're gonna take a hit this week. But I just want to feel like we're in. We regained our sync. And as far as this last game, man, I am not a deep ball threat. I had one more opportunity. And I just went after it. It was a good throw. I just bobbled it. And
no.
On the season, I am 0 for 3 on deep balls. And all these deep balls, they touched my hands.
They dropped it right in the breadbasket and you
No, they weren't perfect throws. This one was a better throw. I just fucking bobbled it. I think it was last game. It was a deep ball. Or I had to kind of contort my body, but it was catchable. I should have caught it. But I didn't catch it. And then I forgot what happened in the last one. I think it was more similar to this last game where it was just totally catchable ball. And I just bobbled it. Man, I am just... If he doesn't throw a deep ball to me again, I'm going to understand.
Man, the Blood Bros just making all kinds of errors.
I bet he's the type of quarterback though. He's going to give me another chance. I think he's going to give me another chance. If it's not a close game, he's going to give me another chance.
When the guy's open, I mean, you got to take a shot.
The last time this happened, the last game where I bobbled it, it was kind of almost designed for me because the girl next to me, who's a stud, she's looked at the quarterback and says, "Hey, my side," and she's like, "Hey, take off." So I just took off. Their safety was nowhere near me. That would have been if I would have caught that deep ball, that would have been a touchdown, a long distance touchdown. God damn. It's one of those things where you're like, that was a good enough throw. It wasn't perfect, but it was a good enough throw.
Yeah.
My speed, I'll say, put in quotation marks, my speed got me in the right area. Just my hands, and I am wearing football gloves.
Oh no.
This did not work. It just, man. That sucks.
That's so rough.
I'm so my confidence just totally drops when that happens. When it happened this past Sunday, I just dropped to my knees, and then I just looked out in shame. And I ran and got the ball through it, and then someone on the sidelines, because I was pretty far downfield, someone on the sidelines on my team said, "Hey, let me get in." So I hopped off, and so one of my other teammates was kind of consoling me. He's like, "Almost there." He just said, "Almost there."
Well, also after a play like that, whether you catch or not, I don't know. For me, even when I'm in shape, I'm a little winded.
Oh, absolutely winded. Yeah, man. Over 3 of those deep balls this season.
Ouch.
Outside of football, still working on a project to clean up my apartment and make it more visitor friendly, and it's actually looking a lot better. I did clean up a countertop that was just full of random shit. So it's good to get that cleaned up and be able to utilize that space for something else.
Nice.
I did, after 3 weeks of not doing it, I did have dinner with JR this past week.
Awesome.
On Tuesday.
How's the guy doing?
Good. Some stuff I probably won't say on the podcast.
Sure, yeah, of course.
His girlfriend was here this past weekend, so they spent some time together.
Is that the first time you've met her?
No, I didn't meet her.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yeah. They hung out, and then they hung out over the weekend. And I had dinner with JR and a few drinks with JR on Tuesday night.
Okay.
So we had dinner and had a few drinks at Blue Beat, a bar here called Blue Beat, and then we went to Malarkey's, which is kind of like my typical watering hole. And I'll kind of get into that a little bit later in the next segment. But
all right. Cool.
Do you have anything else before nobody wants this?
Well, do you know nobody wants next, or do you want to do I Play Nerd?
Fuck. Let's do I Play Nerd.
Okay. So, yeah. So this next segment is our ode to Alex's personal project on YouTube. If you haven't picked up yet, it's called I Play Nerd. It's about the toys, the gadgets, the goodies. And yeah, Alex usually has better stuff than me, so I usually go first. And this is something I meant to talk about last week, and I just forgot. But yeah, I got a really cool. Whoops, I guess I'm not sharing yet. But I got a really cool card for my birthday from our baby sister. Oh shoot! Let me clean this up before I show too much information on here. But yeah, anyway. All right, sharing, adding. There it is. I got a cool birthday card. If you don't know, which you might not because I haven't played very much in the last 2 years, I love golf. And she had a card that said, "You're terrific." It's kind of cool because this ball...
Talk a little bit longer. I got to take a piss.
Okay. This ball, when you get the card, it's like sitting on the tee. And of course, the golf club is right there. So you can slide it back and forth and it goes from tee to hole. So it's like a hole in one. And I should have taken a picture of the inside, but I forgot. So but yeah, that was a pretty cool card to get for my birthday, even though, well, I guess I opened it up last week. So it was about a week after my birthday, but I'm also not very good about checking the mail. So it is what it is. You do what you do and whatever. But yeah, that's something I need to get out and use a little more often this year. My golf clubs, because I didn't play at all last year. That was the first time in a long time. I think I only played maybe 4 or 6 times a year before that. And I haven't gotten out yet this year. So definitely need to wipe the dust off of those things and get them out on a course here soon. I think that'll probably be something we do once we're done with the closing. Be working on the house a lot. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes through. But we'll be close enough to a couple of decent golf courses that we might be able to get out and swing the clubs a little bit. So that is the hope, that I get to play with those toys here soon. And I'm actually, on the softball side, I'm talking to one of Ashley's regulars. He happens to own a bat company and might be hitting him up to see about getting some new sticks to use on the softball field. So, yeah, that's where we're at with my toys. At least until we get the house, and then probably show you some other stuff. Like, I'm going to get all the homeowner shit. The lawnmower, the weed whacker. I'm going to get some, do like a video doorbell. I'm actually going to try and run network cable through the house so that I can take the load off of the Wi-Fi. But, yeah, I'm going to hopefully be a homeowner soon, and I'll be showing you some projects on the homeowner side. But anyway, that's what I got. What do you have for us?
All right, so nothing new that I got, but I did.
You're what?
What?
Ashley just got home and she said she's wet because it's pouring rain outside. Is it still raining sheets out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah. Did you just use the zip Velcro or did your zipper break?
No, I just Velcro.
Oh, okay.
I was joking with everybody at work. I was like, what if I called Gerard to pick me up to drive me to the parking garage?
Nope.
Like, do you think he would do that for me?
Man, I wonder if I have a picture of it. Ashley, speaking of, since we're talking about toys, I don't have a picture of it. Ashley scored us a cool little table to use in the new house.
I did. Did you see my text? They said we could have it?
I did. So it's something we're going to use as like kind of a kitchen island for a little bit. and then maybe potentially figure something else out to do with it, but it'll give her a little more prep space in the kitchen. And that kitchen is just set up really perfectly to have an island. The only reason we might switch it out is because we want something bigger with like a bar that we can put some stools on.
Yeah.
And then still have room for like a nice dining table. So yeah, that should be. This segment should get a little more fun for us. What's that?
Are you trying to show a picture?
Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I have a
I sent
picture.
you a picture. I do have that picture I sent to you.
I didn't save it in my Google Photos. That's why I couldn't show it to you.
David is actually
All right. Well, there's some stuff on it, but
it's covered. It's
I don't know if it's gonna work.
Oh, you can kind of see it. So
looks like a shell.
That's in the back room of
Kinda.
the restaurant. So there's some boxes that have been thrown on it right now because it's just in the restaurant sitting in the way.
So yeah, it's it's obviously not in a very good presentation right now, but
Which David Grime is going to measure it to see, and he's supposed to send me the measurement tonight to see how long it is to make sure it'll fit in my car.
oh,
And then
okay,
Allie and I can put it in my car tomorrow and bring it home.
okay,
I think it's like 3 foot wide.
yeah. I actually think it'll be pretty nice in there, and like the way it looks, I think it'll fit the environment nicely. Like it won't look out of place from both a like functional standpoint and a like style standpoint. Like it matches the decor, so it'll be cool.
We have a spare bedroom for you and all the Captain Morgan you can drink.
A lot of Captain Morgan.
It's really, we don't really only have one bottle, but
But I do have multiple bottles of wine that you can drink too.
yeah.
I've been drinking wine lately.
Yeah, it's actually from a local winery around here.
What kind of wine is it?
One of Gerard's friends gave him a case for his birthday like 4 years ago.
A couple years ago, yeah.
Oh, it's aged.
Or it was 3 years ago because it was when I had already quit drinking, and Gerard doesn't really drink wine. So we've just been holding on to it.
Yeah.
What kind of wine is it?
It's what are there? There's a few different ones. There's
Yeah, it was mixed.
a few whites, there's a rosé,
I think there's a sparkling wine.
the sparkling,
A little bit of everything.
few reds.
Hey, are you supposed to refrigerate red wine?
You don't need to. Ashley likes to put, when she drank red wine, she used to put ice in her red wine.
Okay.
What is it? The perfect red wine temp, I think, or cellar temp is like 64 degrees.
That's a little too warm for me. I just like my drinks cold.
Yeah.
So if I have
I
red
don't
wine
mind it.
or
I don't mind it a
wine-
little chilled. I don't mind red wine a little chilled, but not like refrigerated.
Yeah.
I like it refrigerated.
Oh, I like
I just like
white
cold
wines
drinks.
refrigerated, right?
But yeah, red wine, cellar temp is like 65, 64 degrees. So it does have a little chill on it when it comes out of the cellar. But I just like mine. It's very taboo, but I like my red a little more on the chilled side.
Yeah,
Alex
like
was saying he likes his refrigerated.
I like
his
my
red wine.
refrigerated.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I get red wine. It goes straight into the refrigerator.
You know what? If you're drinking it, drink it the way you like.
Yeah. Drink. It's your wine.
Yeah.
Enjoy it how you want it. But one of the bottles of sparkling, it's a sweeter one, and I really thought Paul would like it, so I meant to bring it back for Christmas last year, and I totally forgot. So maybe Thanksgiving.
We'll bring it for Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah.
But,
All right. Well, did you show him the house?
we did last week.
Oh.
We're not doing too many because I don't know. Don't want people, with our huge audience, we don't want people like just starting to stalk us. So,
Yeah, our sister's gonna find out where
They
you
won't
live.
find the house from the pictures of the inside.
we showed those last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still excited about it.
Yeah, we're talking about because we're on toys and we're talking about I'll have more toys to show once we get moved in because I gotta get all the stuff.
Lawnmowers and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. So
And there's always a place for you, Alex.
I'll be
Come
there
visit
eventually.
us whenever you want.
I'm going to show you something that I'm actually thinking about getting because I can use it for work too. I'll put it up on the screen. Oh shit! What is this?
What just happened?
Like, okay, that was weird.
It went dark. Hi, baby.
So,
Hi, baby. I know you want to go outside.
Probably gonna get something like this. It looks like a baseball hat, but it's got like a hard hat liner in it.
Okay.
And the reason I want one is because I don't necessarily want a full on like hard hat, but like when I get into the attic or the crawl space, because I want to run like network cable, especially attics, because there's always like the roofing nails poking through.
Oh yeah.
I want a little bit of protection from that.
That's a good
So
idea.
probably gonna get one of these just because I don't want to wear a full on like hard hat. Which, I mean, if I decide I don't want to, then maybe I used to have a hard hat from my last job, but I turned that back in. I guess I could probably just borrow a hard hat from work.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, I'm going to take her out.
Okay.
Those movers are still down there moving.
What movers?
Were there not movers here when you came in?
No.
They were moving somebody in when I left for work, and they're back.
Oh, okay.
Moving in the rain. All right, bye, Alex.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye, Millie.
Come on, Bullface.
So yeah, that's going to be one of the toys I get for when I start running cable. I got to talk to one of my manufacturers because I think he's gonna hook me up with a good deal on some cable and like Cat 6 cable, jacks, maybe some patch panels. So I'm gonna set up like a full on like data rack in the house. Run a couple of wireless access points, cameras, and then hardwire the TVs, my Google Home devices, my computer, and then free up the Wi-Fi for our phones, our tablets, my work computer, anybody that comes over that needs to be on the Wi-Fi. I also want to do like network attached storage. For those of you that are tech savvy, NAS. Yeah, that's what I got. What do you have, dude?
All right, so I said before, eventually I'm going to tell a story about one of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures of Leonardo, and it's going to be today. So this is not the one I had as a child. It is a re-release that they did a few years ago, but it is called the Storage Shell Leonardo. Is what it looks like.
Storage shell.
Why is he storage shell? Because this makes absolutely no sense as an adult, but as a kid, he thought it was cool. The shell opens up, so you can put some shit in.
Oh, yeah.
Which means he has no internal organs. It's actually kind of gross when you think about it.
If you really think about it, like, yeah.
So he has pretty much a hollowed out body. You throw some of his accessories in there, and you close it, and you can have him carry it with you whenever you want.
You know what, though? For kids?
As a kid, it's awesome.
Yeah.
As an adult, you're like, that makes absolutely no sense at all. Yeah. It's kind of gross.
That's weird.
That's it. So why is this?
Insides.
What is the significance of this action figure? When I was a kid, obviously I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As an adult, I still love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My favorite character is Leonardo. No surprise, he is my favorite color as far as his bandana and accessories go. It is Cubs blue. Yeah. And he's a leader. He has twin swords. Absolutely love this character. Now when I was, I don't know how old I was, 8, 9 years old. This was at the toy store. I knew I wanted it, but I didn't have money to get it. So I saved up my allowance over, I don't know how many weeks. Finally, I saved up enough money to buy it. So I told mom and dad I want to go to Children's Palace to get it after church on a Sunday. So we went to church.
Palace, man.
We went to church. All I could think about during church, I wasn't praying. Yeah, I wasn't praying at all. I was just thinking about, I'm going to get the Storage Shell Leonardo today. So I thought about it during church for that whole, however long church is, 45 minutes.
45 minutes or whatever.
Thinking about Leonardo, not thinking about Jesus, God. And then after church, Mom and Dad took us over to Children's Palace. They said, okay, go get your toy. I went by myself into Children's Palace while everyone else waited in the car. Luckily enough, they had it in stock. Grabbed it, walked over to the cashier to pay for it. Cashier rung me up. I gave my money. The cashier said, "You are 4 cents short."
Oh no!
My heart dropped. Like I was the saddest looking, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, however old I was, on the planet. I just looked so sad. And there was a couple behind me that was going to pay for something right after me. I think they saw me and they said, "We got him." And I just lit up like, I was just very thankful for them. I was very grateful. I'm pretty sure I said thank you to them because they just saved my Sunday. I walked out of Children's Palace with a new storage shell, Leonardo. Got back to, I think we had the van by then, our minivan. Told Mom what happened. Told Mom I was 4 cents short, and a couple behind me covered me, and she was like, "Oh, that's so nice. I think we should do that at some point." So I kind of have this like bucket list item where, as an adult, I hope that happens to some kid when I'm in line, and I can pay it forward and be like, "I got this, kid. I got you. I got your 4 cents."
I want to clarify. He doesn't hope that some kid just runs out of money. He hopes that if it happens, he's behind that kid so he can help out. That's what he means by that.
No, I want some kid to run out of money who's on food stamps. Oh my God. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed. So Hormuz, whatever it's called. I'll have the 4 cents to pay for this Pokemon card. I got you, kid. Put on my credit card. 4 cents on my credit card. Actually, if that happened in real life and it was cash, I wouldn't be able to help out.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody carries cash anymore.
I don't carry coins with me. Like, sorry, kid. Hopefully the Strait opens up tomorrow.
I typically carry $1 a week because where we play on Friday nights to get into the park, it's $1. It's $1 to get in. They give you technically it doesn't cost anything to get in. You have to give $1. They give you a token, and you can use the token at the concession stand. So you can use a token toward your $11 fucking beer.
Anyway, so when they re-released these action figures, I knew I had to get it just because I just remember that story from my childhood.
Tell you, Chelsea Handler was in tonight.
Oh, no shit. Ashley just interrupted real quick to tell me that Chelsea Handler was in the restaurant tonight.
Oh.
Chelsea Handler, who used to go out with Joe Coy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to listen to I can't tell the story. The words are too bad. But I used to listen to a podcast that did not like her.
Well, so she's a little bit of a feminist, if you will.
Yeah,
she's a man-hater.
Side. Very nice.
Did you have her, or did
I was supposed to, but Bill's like obsessed with her, so I let Bill have her.
Oh, he didn't work there yet when we got the tickets to go see her. Okay.
Um,
So, Alex, was that back to your turtle? That's not the one that you didn't get that from Ohio that you bought one.
This is not the one I had as a kid. This is a re-release that came out a few years ago.
Okay.
I know I get it. It just had too much sentimental value. I was like, I got to get that because I just have that memory as a kid where some couple looked into their budget and said, we can give this little dark-skinned Asian kid 4 cents.
This little adoption baby.
Apparently, he doesn't know about sales tax. At 8 years old, you do not know about sales tax yet.
Nope. I remember having that one too. I bet they
That's all
thought
I
you were
got for I Play
adopted because
Nerd.
we lived in Whitetown, USA.
Yeah, that's all I got for I Play Nerd. I
Nice.
don't know if I can show next year or next week. Because I'm not really buying too many toys anymore. I'll find something.
All right, cool. Well, like I said, that is our ode to Alex's personal project on YouTube called I Play Nerd. And now it's time for what everybody wants and nobody wants. It's all about Alex's social endeavors, and it's called Nobody Wants This.
All right, let's talk about
You've
girls.
been with us before. This is an interesting one. You got to follow along real close. You got to pay attention. So, got to get in the game. All right, what do you got for us this week?
So, I really wanted to hang out. This is last weekend. I really wanted to hang out with New Girl last weekend. So, I was at the gym, which is part of my apartment complex. And when I was working out, I texted her. I said, hey, a little backstory. She's been working a lot lately, staying overtime, working on Saturdays. She's been getting burnt out. And I had in my mind, this weekend, I want to hang out with her, and I want to do something that's going to help alleviate her burnt outness. So I'm just going to get her mind off work.
Sure.
So I'm at gym. I texted her saying, "Hey, you're around this weekend to hang out?" She responded back, "Yeah, what are you up to?" I said, "Well, I'm at the gym right now. I'm going to wrap up and then we'll figure something out." So I worked out, and Saturdays I work out for a pretty long time because it's a Saturday, so I can fit in a lot of stuff. So I finished up working out, text her, I'm all done. I didn't hear back for a long time, and then later on she hit me back up, and I found out she told me she accidentally fell asleep for a long time. So we didn't get to hang out on Saturday, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I wanted to do something that's going to help her get over being burnt out and find out what was needed for that. And apparently what was needed is she needed a long nap. So she took a nap. Cool. I didn't get to hang out with her on Saturday. On Sunday, I play flag football. And I mentioned before in a previous episode that I've hung out at the pool with Ravenhair and her husband.
Yeah.
And I fucking love them. They're fun to hang out with. They're cool. So before my football game, I went to fill up my water bottle. And I saw them from the gym. I saw them at the pool. Ravenhair and her husband. I was like, oh shit, I want to hang out with them. But I was like, you know what? I got a game to go to. I remember thinking, I thought, if they're still here by the time I get back from my game, I'm going to go hang out with them.
Yeah.
I went to the game. Like I said earlier, we had a big loss. It sucked. We did hang out at the bar afterwards, though. So I hung out with my team. We had, what did I drink? I didn't drink too much. I drank like half a beer because I'm trying to cut back on that shit. And then after we hung out at the bar, then I drove home. Went by the gym again. Saw that they were at the pool. I was like, I am putting on my board shorts. I'm going over there. They're at the hot tub. So changed quickly, got up to the hot tub to hang out with them. Of course, they gave me a beer as soon as I got there. So we're hanging out. We're having fun. I decided to text New Girl saying, hey, I'm hanging out with some cool neighbors. Come down if you're around and bored. For some reason, my phone doesn't always alert me when I need it to alert me. I turned it on. I turned on the sound because in case New Girl texted me. But she texted me. It just didn't ring. It didn't, make the sound. So I didn't get her message. But she texted me. I'm at the beach with my girlfriend. I'm gonna walk back and stop on by. But I didn't know. So I'm just hanging out with Ravenhair, her husband, and some other girl from that Ravenhair works with that lives in our apartment complex that goes to the gym too. But she always looks kind of mad when I see her. Almost like Ice Queen. She's kind of another Ice Queen, but not nearly as hot. But whatever, she's friends with Ravenhair, and she's a coworker with Ravenhair. So I met her, and I was talking with the three of them, and New Girl showed up. So obviously, I'm excited to see her because I didn't know she was coming. So she hung out with us at the hot tub, in her nice little bikini.
Nice.
Apparently, her and Raven here are from the same hometown in LA County, so they kind of connected that way. And then it was actually cool to have New Girl meet some other people that live by us, some other neighbors, because she's new to the area, so she doesn't know many people. She knows me because I targeted in on her when I saw her.
Slid in there.
I was like, mine. So we got to hang out with New Girl on Sunday and with other neighbors, so that was pretty cool. I did mention that I did have dinner with JR, and we went to have dinner at a bar and have drinks. And this is not a story I brag about, because they're striking out swinging and they're striking out looking. This is baseball terms. This is me striking out looking, which really pissed me off. So we are sitting at the bar. Me and JR are sitting at the bar chatting. Mind you, I haven't seen him in 3 weeks. And this blonde chick just comes and sits next to us. On the other side I was sitting on one side of JR. She sat on the other side of JR because I was the only open seat. And she was decently attractive. I felt like she was trying to talk to us a little bit, but I'm trying to catch up with my boy.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the chick. I'm like, all right, well, she's in the queue. I'm going to talk to her too. I'm also trying to check her. JR knew what I was doing because I was talking to JR. If I'm looking at if JR's the camera, I'd be talking to JR and doing this. And that's not good for the audio listeners. But I'm pretty much looking around JR to look at this girl. Pretty much check her out. She did, from what I could tell, she had a decent face, decent figure, a good amount of tattoos. Say that. But I was like, okay, I'm going to go talk to her, but I'm also trying to catch up with my boy. So I was kind of watching her, watching what she was doing. She was alone. She ordered a Guinness. I was kind of monitoring how much she was drinking. I was like, hey, once she gets down to the halfway mark, I'm going to have to do something. That's when I'll make my move. And I was trying to figure out what that was going to be while I'm still catching up with JR. And I remember thinking, all right, as soon as her Guinness gets down to halfway, I'm going to tell JR to go to the bathroom. What I didn't realize, or what I didn't know, is that she had a few sips of her beer and then just took off. She left. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? She left a beer that was 9/10 of the way full and left. She left it there.
Weird.
I'll say this. This was weird. Now, me and Jared talked about this for the next few hours after this. She had really baggy jeans on. It was kind of weird. It's almost like MC Hammer jeans. It's she looks like she has a good figure when you look at the top of her. But then she has MC Hammer denim on.
Maybe she got a big old badonkadonk.
Maybe she did. I don't know.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
After she left, I was talking to JR and be like, God damn it, I was going to talk to her. So me and JR spent the next few hours talking about it because we were at Blue Beat and then we actually moved on to another bar, Malarkey's. And I was just I was so pissed off because it's one of those things where you just did not take action. It's more yeah, I'm planning on it. I'm going to do it. I'm managing.
Stood on the sideline
with my boy and figured out when I'm going to do this. Like I said, they're striking out swinging and they're striking out looking. And that was striking out looking. I didn't even take a swing, but I was also kind of trying to manage my time there. And JR will talk to me dude, that was my fault. I was like, no, it wasn't. Not at all. It was totally my fault. I totally mismanaged the time. And I was telling him hey, I was going to tell you to go to the bathroom for a little bit. Pretend you're taking a shit. He's like, yeah, that'll totally work. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's it's kind of fun to talk about, but also it's still kind of a bummer.
I tell you what though, that doesn't strike me as your type. I mean, tattoos, Guinness drinker, baggy jeans.
New Girl has tattoos. Blondie has tattoos.
Well, how tatted up are we talking about? Sleeves or
I was trying to figure that out. I think she might have one sleeve.
Okay.
which was like, okay, typically not my type, but could go that direction.
Don't knock it till you try it, right?
Blondie does not have a sleeve. She has tattoos, but she doesn't have a sleeve. It's more like, something's here and there on her foot. She has something on her back. I never asked her what it meant. Nothing on her arms, from what I remember. I think she has doves on her feet, or on one of her feet. New girl has, from what I saw, she has one on her foot, a couple on her arms. No sleeves, though. No sleeves. But, yeah, so, like, I'm open to tattoos. I'm just not, like... I'd say, like,
not like a mural.
Not like a mural, no.
Which is fine. I okay. I mean, I think Ashley's got like 2, I think, tattoos.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. So that was my time out with JR, and that was me striking out swinging, or striking out looking.
Striking out looking.
Yeah. So moving on. Let's go to today. So new girl's been coming to the gym more at night this week, and a lot of times she'll text me asking me. She already knows I'm at the gym. She'll ask me if it's busy, or I started being. Here's the thing, though. When I'm at the gym, I'm not connected to my phone, so I don't always get her text messages.
Outside of having your headphones in.
Oh, I didn't even have my headphones in.
Oh.
Other than today because of the draft. Because I talked to the people at the gym.
Oh, okay.
And if I know she's texting me, then I'll turn up. Usually my phone's on mute. I'll turn on the sound just so I can hear it. And then when it rings or when it beeps, everyone knows that she's texting me. They know, like, is she coming? Like, so I've been a little more proactive this week, where I'll just text her and say, "Gym is packed. Okay, it's empty now. Okay, it's empty." So that's what she's been coming along the couple of days this past week. But tonight I didn't even text her, given I'm talking to the guys. I had one earbud in because I'm listening to what's going on in the draft, because it's I was listening to a podcast, a YouTube channel that's ahead of the TV, way ahead of the TV. So I'm feeding everyone updates saying, "Oh, this team drafted this guy. This team is on the clock." So I think new girl kind of I think she picked up on the pattern that I don't really respond to her text messages when I'm at the gym. So I think she took a chance and she came over. So I was like, "Oh, what a pleasant surprise! New girl's here." But so she's working out. I'm working out, talking to the guys. My mind's on the draft, which is probably better for her because she's able to get a workout instead of having me distract her. But at some point, she went into the sauna, and then those fucking guys that I work out around, they decided to follow her into the sauna because they're fucking pervs. And typically I try to be protective of her, but I'm like, you know what? She's fine on her own. And she can go talk to the guys. They know she's mine. So what happened was I wasn't alone in the gym. There was another new girl.
Oh, no.
Who was a blonde, who I saw the previous night on the treadmill. And I was like, well, you know what? There's another target. I'm going to go meet this girl. So I am gearing up to go talk to her. She's on the treadmill. Before I can do anything, she starts talking to me.
Nice.
So I was like, well, I guess I'll have to open that up. So she seems pretty friendly. I have no nickname for her because, one, she's a new girl, and two, she's a blonde. So I don't know what to call her yet. I'm gonna wait to see if I see her more often. But I got her name. I give her my name. We talked a little bit. If I see her again, she's, like I said, she's friendly. So I'm gonna keep talking to her. She's around.
Should have got her number.
It wasn't at the right time. Yeah, it's kind of one of those like, that's a little too creepy at this point.
Your neighbors now.
No, that's creepy. That's been like that would have scared her away. So I'm not gonna say a new player has entered the tournament, but possibly the ones might be entering the tournament. But I talked to New Girl after once she got out of the sauna, the guys were kind of following her. I was like, you fucking pervs. But really, I think that's all I have this week. This is a Thursday. I might talk to New Girl, original New Girl. Maybe it's gonna be maybe that's how I'm gonna distinguish them. Original New Girl versus New Girl.
New Girl.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
That's funny. I put in my notes. Possible new Girl.
Possible new Girl, who's also a blonde, and I think a bottle blonde. I think they're all bottle blondes. Blondie's definitely a bottle blonde. New Girl's definitely a bottle blonde. Well, New Girl, she has blonde hair, but it's kind of like it's two colors. Like the front's blonde, and then like kind of the back is a little her normal color.
Like her roots grew out or something?
No. Just
it's in the wrong order.
No, the roots are. It's not like a roots thing. It's like she just purposely has some blonde and some darker original color. But like it's when you see her, I identify her as a blonde.
Gotcha. Okay. Good shit.
That's it. That's it for Nobody Wants This.
All right.
Not as interesting as before. I mean, there was the strikeout story. There was the.
That's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny, even though it's kind of like, damn it, I fucked up there.
Hey, if you've been with us, drop something in the comments about what you think Alex needs to do. Next moves with which target?
Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to care. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Huh?
I'm going to do what I want to do.
I know. I just want to know what people think. I just want to know what suggestions are. Maybe you can get some ideas from it.
I'll say one thing I didn't really mention is that while I was working out today, and New Girl was by the leg press, which is right by the window, I did run outside because I saw Corgi Girl, and I wanted to say hi to her and her dog. So I think New Girl thinks that's cute. Because I was kind of like, I was in the middle of a workout, and I just fucking stopped and ran out there to play with the Corgi.
The dog. Nice.
And of course, I had a Corgi Girl.
Right
Which
on.
is right by the window where New Girl was looking out and like, she's like, what's Alex doing?
Right on.
And she does like animals. New Girl, I think she has 2 dogs and 2 cats that live with her parents. She couldn't bring them with her because
I'm out on the cats.
I am not a cat person.
I'm not a cat person. Yeah, and I had a cat for a few years. Just not for me.
Fuck that cat.
Anyway, that is Nobody Wants This. And it is time for something we actually had to skip last week. We were kind of on a little bit of a time crunch, but we didn't want to skip the episode, so we just cut a little bit out. So it's time to catch up on what you watching. And quite frankly, if we're only talking about tonight, we were watching the draft. That's all there is to it. Yep. But we'll give our thoughts on that in a sec. Because I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and I'm realizing I'm getting into a mix of all kinds of like home DIYer type videos, like how to plant grass seed, which mower to buy, how to run network cable. What was the other one I looked at? Woodworking. Yeah, the grass seed one was one I definitely got into. Oh, and then some like plumbing stuff. So I'm going to be a DIYer on that. TV shows. Wait. Were you the one that was watching The Pit, or was that Christina when she was on?
Probably Christina.
Okay.
I can't. So I know you gave me access to your HBO Max. The only thing is, every time I want to watch it, I have to have a code sent to your email address.
Oh. Shoot me a text when you're doing it, and I'll give you the code.
So I gotta figure that part out.
Or if I know, then I'll just take a screenshot and shoot it over to you.
I keep talking. I gotta pee again.
Okay. But The Pit, man, I gotta tell you, I am into that show. It's awesome. If you're into medical dramas, you definitely have to check that one out. We just finished season 2, so now we have to wait for the next season to come out, which I don't know when that actually happens. But yeah, it's a good show. It's a little bit graphic, but if you are working in an emergency department, especially a busy one like they would have in Pittsburgh, you'll see some things. You'll just kind of the nature of the beast. You'll see some things. So, if you're not too squeamish, but you appreciate the medical drama, you should check it out. I like it quite a bit. I am excited for the next season to come out, but I don't know when that is yet. The other show I'm working my way through, excuse me, is it's on Apple TV. It's called For All Mankind. Now, the basis of the show is essentially, what the world would have been like if the Russians had landed on the moon first. Excuse me while I scratch my back. I have a little itch there. And basically what it is like, we still would have gone to the moon because that's what we do. But there probably would have been, if Russia would have gotten there first, they might have pushed the envelope and tried to push the frontier a little bit further. And basically they would have stayed in the race, and there's new endeavors, just in case anybody wants to watch the show. There's new endeavors, there's some competition, there's some collaboration, cooperation, there's other players that get into the race. It's a really interesting show. If you are into that kind of thing, kind of I don't know what you call that, alternate universe type of a deal.
What show are you talking about?
For All Mankind.
Oh, you started watching it?
Yeah, dude, I'm ready.
Yeah, dude. Wait,
I'm on season 4.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wait, how many? Did you go through 3 seasons since last week?
Let's see. First season was about the moon. The second season was,
I think, more about the moon.
More about the moon. It's like colonizing the moon, and then then the third season was Mars.
Yep.
I'm sorry if this is spoilers for anybody.
I knew all about this before I ever watched the show. I knew about the moon. I knew about Mars.
Yeah, and so I'm on the 4th season where.
So you did all that since last week.
Yep.
Right?
Well, we didn't talk about it last week.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you got through over 3 seasons.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I've been binging the shit out of it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Like, dude, once you get in there, you're like, holy shit, what's going on? This is awesome.
Especially like those 2 weeks. I mean, out of 4 nights, 4 softball nights in 2 weeks, 3 nights were canceled. So yeah, I came home and.
So you're going to have it pretty
some
timed
binging.
up pretty well, so that I don't know when it starts, but the next season is going to be, I think it's coming out fairly soon. I think it's coming out this year.
I keep thinking each season, I keep thinking where do they go next? And yeah, it's kept me engaged really well. So
it's like, is it sci-fi? It kind of is sci-fi, alternate history.
Yeah.
How do you classify this? And it just has different twists and turns about, not just space, but how presidential elections go, how foreign relations go, and despite foreign relations, how astronauts from different countries treat each other. It's just, goddamn, so good.
I love it. It's a great show.
And
I think
the ones that watch the show,
regretting that she didn't start it with me.
The what?
Ashley is kind of because
Has she not watched it?
No, she didn't want to start it, so I started watching it. And then if you remember Berto from the wedding, she was telling him that I'm watching it, and he's just like, oh, it's awesome. And talked it up, so now she's like, "Oh, maybe I should have watched it."
It's come
I
to
think she
Birdo.
is gonna watch. Have you ever heard of the show Man in the High Castle?
I watched it. I watched all of it.
Okay, I need to start that one over. It's a little bit darker, a little bit slower, but I do still like the premise. And I think I got through the first 2 seasons. Were good. I need to rewatch them though if I'm going to continue watching it. So I think she wants to watch that one, but yeah, For All Mankind is fucking cool.
So when you see Birdo's the one that watched it, right? That likes it.
Yeah.
When you see him, do you go up to him and say, "Hi, Bob"?
I actually haven't talked to him about it yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him since they had this conversation.
So for listeners, that's a thing from the show.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob.
Doesn't spoil anything. You'll get there pretty quick.
It's not even huge. It's like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good show. I might watch one more episode before I go to bed. I actually turned it on. So you're forgetting about the draft when I got home.
You're on season 4 right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So the whole like asteroid thing.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Definitely when the new season comes out, I'm gonna need to watch a summary of the first 4 seasons just to get me caught up.
Okay.
But it's just, oh god, the show's so good.
Yeah, because season 4 is the most recent season now, right? Until season 5 comes out.
Yeah, and that was released maybe at least 2 years ago. Which
season
sucks.
4?
Yeah. I think it's been
Holy
at least. I watched it after it was released, a good amount of time after it was released, and that was at least 2 years ago. So maybe 3+ years ago since the last season.
Man, I hope they don't wait that long for.
But I'll say,
I'm glad I'm caught up, getting caught up now. Then,
yeah, and I'll remind everyone because it's been a long time since I've talked about when I first started watching this show. So I heard people say it was good, and I started watching it the first episode, and I kind of off-boarded because I was like, oh, I'm not big about it takes a lot for me to watch a movie that takes place in the past, unless there's superheroes in it. So I started watching it. I'm like, oh, this takes place in the 50s or 60s, whatever it was. And I'm like, I'm not too interested in watching it. And I kept hearing over the course of like the next year or two, I kept hearing more about it. And I was like, I'm going to give it another shot.
And I know check this out.
And then once you get a few episodes into it, once you accept the fact that it's a period piece, but also alternate history and also maybe sci-fi, then you're just like, well, I got to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Like, keep it rolling. That's like one of those ones that's like, yeah, this show is awesome to binge.
They've done a great job of like keeping you interested too.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm caught up, I'm going to be looking forward to the next season.
Yeah, not a big spoiler, but it starts off in the 60s in season 1, and then I think season 4, I think it's 2012 is when it starts.
Season 4 is. I know it's in the 2000s. I don't know if it's in the 2000s or the 2010s.
I think it's in 2010s.
It's definitely not the 90s anymore.
The final episode of season 3, it previews the next season where it jumps out and says 2012, and it gives you a little taste of what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because somebody wakes up somewhere.
Yeah. So it is some of the same actors from the first season to the 4th season, so they age quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're covering
a lot of fucking time,
like 40 years. So it's good if you're at all interested in like history, especially alternate history. It's not as sci-fi to me as you would think. Like it's not overly sci-fi. Like
it's why I feel like it crosses over different genres.
I mean, it's sci-fi because it's like
it's sci-fi, but it's also alternate history and also a period piece. And
it's more sci-fi because of how deep into space they're going, right? Like at some point that has to be sci-fi because we haven't done it, So they're kind of making some shit up about how it might go. But really interesting. One thing that's probably a little more closer to sci-fi is I got caught up on the Jurassic Park movies.
Okay.
So I rewatched
how many-
Rebirth. Or
how
I
about-
rewatched
how many
Dominion.
is
And then,
that?
oh, shit. 6? 7?
Oh, why'd you say those two numbers?
My bad.
So just a quick rundown of the movies. The 90s, maybe early 2000s was Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, the original trilogy. And then they did the Chris Pratt trilogy, which was 4, 5, 6. And then, well, actually, those were called Jurassic World. And now they're keeping it Jurassic World with part 7, which is Scarlett Johansson.
Well, in Dominion, they bring back a couple of the original characters.
They do.
And then Rebirth doesn't have, it's like a completely new cast.
Yep. No legacy characters.
Yeah. Like, I actually need to rewatch it because it's like a whole different storyline now.
Yep.
But I mean, it's
one of
basically
those,
a reboot.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, it's still part of the same universe. It's just like, well, here's another island, and here's some other stuff that may have happened. Okay, dinosaurs.
They basically started.
Guess what? Here's some dinosaurs.
storyline.
Have fun.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was good. I need to rewatch it because I think I was too busy like looking for the ties back to the original storylines, and it's the same world, but it's its own storyline. It's a completely different storyline. It's kind of like The Walking Dead and
The Walking Dead spin-offs.
One of the spin-offs, yeah. Same universe, but completely different story with different characters. Just happens to be in the same universe. But yeah. I still like the Jurassic Park movies, though. I will say that.
They're entertaining. I'll say they're all entertaining. They're not going to have the best storyline. They're not going to make the most sense, but it's like, all right, just roll with it.
I mean, yeah, but I also like the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah.
So there ain't nothing realistic about that.
Nope, not at all. They go to space in a fucking like Honda Civic.
No, in a Pontiac Fiero.
Whatever it was. And they space-proofed it with a bunch of duct tape.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Strapped a rocket to it.
I was like, all right, this is the max I can go with it.
Yeah. You been watching anything besides the draft?
So, I am dead set on keeping up with the boys season 5, which I think is the final season.
Yeah, I know whatever the current season is the final, and I'm still only on like season 2.
Last night I tried to watch the most recent episode, but I just wasn't. It was too late. I felt like I was starting to slip away. Like my mind shouldn't. I didn't want to overstimulate myself because it was later at night. I was like, I want to be able to get to sleep, and if I watch the boys, I want to get engaged in the storyline of what's going on.
That's when I like YouTube.
Yeah. That's kind of why I switched to YouTube. Same thing with Monarch season 2. I was like, I'm going to start this. I watched maybe like a few seconds of it. And I said, now's not the right time to get into this.
Is that the Godzilla and
Godzilla? Yep.
Godzilla and
So
King
there
Kong?
are 2 Godzilla universes going on right now. One of which is the Godzilla with King Kong universe, which Monarch is part of. Or Godzilla is kind of a force of nature that is necessary for the planet to have. It's kind of weird like that.
Huh.
The other one is
Interesting.
there was Godzilla -1, which is a Japanese movie. So when I watched it, I did watch the English dub, which was fucking fantastic. This is Godzilla is a force of nature that's meant to destroy shit. So we're Godzilla King Kong universe. He is a force of nature that destroys shit, but he is
Like
also
an essential part of the ecosystem.
Yes, kind of like a protector of the planet. Where Godzilla -1, he is just a destroyer of things. He's terrifying. So that's what Godzilla -1 is. There is a sequel coming out called Godzilla -0. By the way, this whole like -1, -0, It totally makes sense in Japanese. It doesn't make sense in English.
Oh, okay. I was
Why is it
wondering.
called that? Like,
why?
I don't in English. Like, I don't know. And I think someone explained to it like, well, after the U.S. nuked Japan, they were at -1 means they're below like normalcy or something like that. I don't know. I have to look it up again. I think it's like after the U.S. nuclear bomb Japan, they're at a lower substandard of life. So that's why it's -1. -0, I don't know. I think they just wanted to keep the name going. I'd have to. I'll research it at some point. So that's why there are two different Godzillas universes going on. So Monarch, I'm gonna get into. I probably once I get caught up with The Boys season 5, I'll try Monarch maybe this weekend. Same with Invincible. I heard of this season of Invincible was awesome. I've started it, so I'm kind of waiting. I haven't prioritized it, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm just waiting for the right time.
Oh, is that?
That's an animated,
Say
adult animated show.
Gives me like an X-Men feel.
What else am I watching? I haven't watched Fallout. That's also on the list. Usually Prime Video
Fallout's good.
Prime Video shows, since I'm not on a time crunch to watch them because it's a subscription I'm always going to have. And I just deprioritize them. But The Boys is always going to be high on my priority list. Same with Invincible. Outside of TV shows, movie-wise, I mean, this maybe fall more into the YouTube section, but last week they had CinemaCon in Las Vegas, which is a trade show geared toward theater owners to show you what's coming up, movies that are coming up, and merchandise coming up for movie theaters. So they showed a lot. This is last week. We didn't talk about this in our last episode, but they showed a lot. And I mean, I don't know where to start with the movies. Supergirl. They showed more of, Jason Momoa as Lobo. Clayface, which they actually, since CinemaCon, actually just yesterday, they showed a lot more. They actually released a trailer and a movie poster. Clayface is a Batman villain. This is going to be a movie that's in the same universe as Superman and Supergirl. Kind of a prequel-ish because it takes place before Superman. So they have a movie about a Batman villain before you ever see Batman in the movies in this universe.
Huh.
Now this is a straight horror movie about a Batman villain. And I watched the teaser trailer. It looks pretty gross, pretty terrifying. Huh. So, a movie about a Batman villain that's not as well known as like the Joker or the Riddler or the Penguin. That's coming out long before they haven't even picked an actor to be Batman, but there's a Batman villain movie that's coming out. But it's not gonna make a lot of money because it's a horror movie, but it's coming out, and from what I see, looks pretty terrifying.
Huh. Okay.
Another movie coming out, very 90s nostalgia. There's a lot of 90s nostalgia and 80s nostalgia coming out. Street Fighter.
Oh, no shit.
Holy shit. And if you just watched it, if you don't put context into it, if you're not familiar with Street Fighter, you're going to look at this trailer and be like, this looks stupid. It looks so cheap. It looks like the 90s. It looks so... If you think about it in the context of this is meant to look like the 90s video game, this looks like the 90s video game. It looks great. If you want that, if you want a 90s video game, oh man, it looks so good. It's got, man, who's some of the people? Jason Momoa again is in this movie. He plays Blanca. Oh fuck, I forgot the other names. Cody, some like WWE wrestlers, Cody something. I think they're big on wrestlers in this game. I don't know. If you watch the preview, and if you play the video game, you're like, holy shit, this fits 1993.
The British guy that's in The Boys, is he Ryu?
No, Ryu is Japanese.
Oh.
The British guy on The Boys is in Mortal Kombat 2, which comes out pretty soon. That's more 90s nostalgia that's coming out. That's coming out soon. So, yes, Carl Urban from The Boys, from Star Trek, from a lot of other shit, is playing Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, which comes out soon.
Cool.
And of course, once again, with CinemaCon, they showed the movie that I am most anticipated about, Masters of the Universe. They showed
that one I want to see.
A full 20 minutes of the movie to people that were attending. They've all said, this is the cartoon in live action. They said, you see your toys on camera. You see Ram Man, who's played by an Asian guy, looks like, other than the fact that he's Asian, he looks like Ram Man, and he just runs his head into shit. You see Mechaneck, who looks like Mechaneck. His neck extends out, and he hits people. It is. You see Trapjaw, look like Trapjaw. And his hands turned into different weapons, and he fights. They said this is exactly what you'd think a Masters of the Universe movie to look like.
Cool.
More and more. Now, I didn't pull up any video of it because I don't want to get copyrighted. Also, at CinemaCon, they talk about merchandise that's going to be sold at the movie theaters. And one thing that's been seen a huge rise in popularity over the past few years are popcorn buckets that are customized for the movie. The one that originated was Dune 2, which came out with a popcorn bucket that was very controversial. And you can Google it yourself to see why it's controversial. So that kind of started off Dune 2. Just, it looks like a sex toy. Dune 2 popcorn bucket. Just Google that. This is borderline not family related, not family friendly. They released that, and the world went crazy, and it sold out way too fast.
I was going to say, the cheapest price I see it for right now is $133.
That's pretty cheap.
$100.
People are selling it on the aftermarket for a lot of money.
$360.
So that started off trend of what can we do with pocket bucket? Not pocket. Wow.
Popcorn.
We're gonna do popcorn buckets related to the movies to make it even more controversial. Deadpool Wolverine did stuff that kind of mimicked the Dune 2 bucket. You see a lot of stuff with Superman and Avatar and stuff like that where they look really cool. Masters of the Universe has, not in a perverted way like what Dune did and Deadpool Wolverine, they leveled up. There is a popcorn bucket that is straight up Battle Cat. You open up Battle Cat, you put popcorn in it. There is one popcorn bucket. It's not just a popcorn bucket. It holds popcorn, it holds candy, and it holds your drink. It's Castle Grayskull.
Let's say, is it Castle Grayskull? I just found it.
It is. There's one that's Skeletor's throne. So it's Skeletor stairs on a throne and He-Man at the bottom. You open up the back and it's a popcorn bucket. The one that I want.
Wait a second. That right
Oh,
there?
you got some right there. There's some of that. Oh, that one's cool too. That's a popcorn bucket. A Skeletor. Yeah, his head opens up so you can put the popcorn in it, and his eyes light up. That one that's Castle Grayskull. Those towers, one of them's for your drink. You see the one with the straw on the left? That's your drink.
Oh, yeah.
There's popcorn somewhere. There's candy. There's another compartment for candy.
Sick.
Like, they're going all out for Masters of the Universe. Those are kind of like basic ones. Those are ones not going to be so great. There's one. Oh, that's a throne.
Whoa.
See He-Man at the bottom.
That's
There's Skeletor at the top. There's one. The one that I want. It is. Oh, that's Battle Cat. That one's a popcorn bucket too. That thing is sweet.
Popcorn bucket. Damn.
Yes, that's a popcorn bucket.
Uh-oh.
That's what I want.
Oh my God.
That is a drink holder.
I was to say that's got to be a drink holder, right?
That is a full-size sword, not like the one I have. This is a full-size replica sword.
Yep, want it.
Holds your drink. If you look at that, there's no pictures on there, but you can unscrew the handle?
Yeah, right
that's
here.
A straw.
That's a straw, and then
yeah, that's a straw that goes all the way to the
if
bottom.
it opens up down here or what?
Yeah, I think it's opened up. I don't think you open up that part as much because you need to put liquid in there.
Yeah,
but that's meant for a drink, and you drink out of the handle.
That's kind of cool.
That is a full-size sword. That's the one that I want to get. I don't know which movie theater is going to carry it. That's the one I want. That's gonna sell out though. I know I'm not going to get it. I'll try to get it.
If you go the first night,
yeah,
that's the preview night. Cool. That's pretty cool.
So they're going all out on Masters of the Universe. I mean, the merchandise is out there. Popcorn bucks are out there. Obviously, I paid the toy, so that's out there.
That's kind of cool. That'll be fun. I want to try and get some of that shit.
So movie-wise, that's what's going on. I didn't watch movies. I just paid attention to the movies that are coming out because of CinemaCon last year, and then stuff that came out after CinemaCon, like Clayface. The trailer was the teaser trailer, so not a full trailer. The teaser trailer was released yesterday, along with a movie poster where you could clearly see this is a horror movie. This is not meant for kids. This is just like this is meant to be gross and shit.
Huh.
Otherwise, YouTube wise, I mean, I watch workout videos because I'm trying to build my abs and lower chest and doing shit like that, and trying to keep up with draft rumors and all that shit.
Yeah, I haven't done a good job of keeping up with the draft. I mean, it's draft day, and I'll be honest, I completely forgot about it until yesterday.
You know, a lot of the content out there, if you watch Bears channels, it's just kind of clickbaity. Like, oh, we could draft this guy, or we could draft this guy, or we could draft this guy.
Yeah,
or we could trade for this player. But it's like, yeah, hold on, you're kind of stretching it out. They need content. I understand that they need content, but I know that I'm not going to watch it so intently because I know that's just they're trying to put out content, just explore different options.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. There's plenty of videos out there. But if you are into the draft, no surprise, the Raiders took Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winner and national championship quarterback from Indiana. He went number 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Buckeyes were taken in the first round, and they were actually all taken in the top 15.
Yep.
And let's see. Caleb Downs was the 4th Buckeye taken off the board. Isn't that crazy?
He was taken at number 11 or 12. That was a surprise. 11. He was expected to be top 10, but of course it comes down to what does the team need.
Yeah. Well, I know.
We had Arvell Reese. We had Sonny Styles taken.
Arvell Reese had a crazy combine. Carnell Tate, I think.
Sonny Styles.
That's what's that?
So did Sonny Styles.
Yeah, they went. They didn't go back to back. They went 5 and 7.
Carnell Tate was 3.
4.
4? All right, 4, 5, 7.
But I mean, Ohio State. 11. I mean, that's not a surprise. Ohio State is basically like wide receiver U anymore. Lately,
yeah. We still have second round. It's probably going to be Katie McDonald, edge. No, not edge. Defensive tackle.
I don't know anymore.
Here's another one that the Bears podcast we're talking about. Is getting Katie McDonald. So another potential. As far as
the Bears had the 25th pick overall, and they took a safety from Oregon named Dylan Thieneman.
Yep. I'll say at that point, I wanted Caleb Lomo, left tackle out of Utah. I wanted a left tackle for the past 2 years because I just want to plug that hole.
I'm kind of surprised that's not the way they went, to be honest, because they already drafted last year. It was a pretty good pickup because I think it was in like the 5th round. They took the kid from KU from Kansas. That was
What position?
again based on where they picked him up. He was a steal, and I thought he played pretty well. I can't remember what his name is.
That's Shamar Turner.
I don't know. But yeah, it seemed like they were pretty happy with how he performed last year, especially given that they got him in later rounds, right? It was like round 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there. But yeah. And then I noticed the Jets at number 30 took Amari Cooper Jr. out of Indiana. Is that Amari Cooper's son?
I don't know.
I might be able to look this up.
The Jets had 2 first-round picks. I think. Wait, did they take Arvell Reese? No.
They had
Giants
3
took
picks.
Arvell Reese.
They had
At 3.
they had the number 2 pick. They took David Bailey,
Okay.
rush out of Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And then they took Kenyon Sadiq at number 16, tight end from Oregon. And then they had the 30th pick overall. So the last pick in the first. No, that's
not the last. Last is like 32 or 33.
But they took Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver out of Indiana.
So I think it's funny that the New York Giants took Arvell Reese, mainly because my neighbor who went to Michigan, big Michigan fan, is a New York Giants fan. So last year, the Bears, our team, we're also Ohio State people. The Bears took Colson Loveland from Michigan, and the Giants took Arvell Reese out of Ohio State. So I did not see him today, but I'm gonna say shit. I was talking to him before the draft, a few weeks before the draft. I'm like, I told him, you guys are taking Cardinal Tate. You guys are to get a wide receiver out of Ohio State. It's gonna be great. I was wrong on the player. I was right on the school.
Yeah. Well, Cardinal Tate was taking a 4, so they couldn't take him.
Yep.
He was already off the board. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know anything about the Bears pick.
I saw positive reactions to it for the most part. Even before that, they said if you could get Dylan Thiemann or whatever his name is, Thiemann, grab him. I wanted, as far as who was available, I wanted Caleb Lomo. I wanted the left tackle. I think I might have said that already. Other than that, like I didn't know who else I would have wanted. The next best left tackle, or the best next edge.
So Keldrick Falk.
But it was more of a. I think that was like a best player available, a need with a best player available combination. So we didn't need a safety, another safety to pair up with Kobe Bryant. But so it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's not what I wanted. It's not my first choice, but it was also another need that we had.
Yeah,
and we took the best person for that.
And you know what? Poles has been pretty good at it. I mean, he took Colson Loveland, and none of us were really sure about that one, but.
Well, I also say that the best player available at that position was Tyler Warren, and based on how you performed in Indianapolis, he would have been a better pick.
Theoretically, but Colson Loveland.
It's more like, yeah, he works. It works, but it could have been better. It's kind of like when we drafted Caleb Williams. Yeah, it works, but it could have been better. There are probably 2 or 3 people that could have been better.
Yeah, it's all hindsight, and honestly, it's all hypothetical. You know, because we don't know, but we believe, right? So, I don't know. See what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 2. But, yeah.
I still think we have a big hole at left tackle. Braxton Jones coming back, but he wasn't great anyways. We drafted...
There was a lot of tackles that went.
Ozzie Trapilla is now going to be back next year, from what I hear.
Oh, shit, really? And then dude that came...
his injury is a 2-year injury.
The dude that came from Kansas City is hurt.
I still don't know who you're talking about. Shamar Turner or
No, the center.
we drafted center last year?
No.
Oh, the one we
from the
traded
Chiefs.
for. Okay.
That's from Centerville.
No, Joe Tooney?
Tooney.
He's not center.
Oh, I thought he was a center.
No, Drew Dahlman was our center, a Pro Bowl center that retired.
Oh, Tooney's on the line though. He's a guard, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, still, I mean, okay. So the guys that are supposed to block for Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Tooney did well last year. He was a
He
Pro
did well.
Bowler. But I think he got hurt a couple times. And the one kid
Not young.
retired early.
Yeah, Drew Dahlman.
So
We
yeah,
plugged
I
that
guess
hole. We got someone. I think we got the center from the Patriots, but he's not on the same level. He's a bookmark, so that we could figure out what to do next. It's like he probably doesn't suck, but he's not great.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Braxton Jones. I mean, when I was in the Bears podcast, like, yeah, they believe in Braxton Jones. I'm like, why? He didn't do shit. We were looking to replace him last year.
Well, hopefully they can keep the train rolling. Had a really good season last year. Really exciting. I would love to have a better record in a more boring fashion, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Everybody wants to scream, oh, Caleb's so clutch. Caleb's so clutch. Here's the problem. When you have to be that clutch that often, what aren't you doing? Like, I don't know, playing football in the first half. Like if you put up points in the first half, you don't always have to depend on being clutch at the end of the game. So it is what it is. Tony and I had this conversation. Do you still not believe that Caleb's the guy? He's so he's clutch. He just gets it done in every game. Like, what was the problem? If he put up all those points in the first half, it wouldn't be such a nail biter at the end of the game.
Yep, agreed.
I mean, think about how many last second shots Michael Jordan took. He's the GOAT. But when you have to take that many last second shots, when you have to win that many games at the end of the game, you can only win so many of them. So I'd like to see us put more points up in the first half so that, it's not so
I just want to see consistency.
it's not so stressful going into the last
across all four
fucking
quarters.
2 minutes of the game.
The big surprise on this year's draft, and I remember when it was before it happened, and I'm talking to the guys at the gym, and I'm telling them I'm hearing these rumors, was Ty Simpson being drafted at number 13 by the LA Rams. So I was talking to the guys at the gym saying, hey guys, I'm hearing the Rams are going to draft Ty Simpson. Like, okay, they're going to trade back and then draft Ty Simpson. And I was looking at stuff, I'm like, no, they're going to draft him at 13. Like, no,
Which
they're not.
is weird. I didn't realize that yet because they got fucking.
He's a second round pick, maybe late first round. So they took.
I still have Matthew Stafford. Like, what the fuck?
Well, no, Matthew Stafford's 1 and 2 years left. So if you want to develop a quarterback, it kind of makes sense to take one, but not that quarterback at that pick. So I was like, guys, the Rams are taking Ty Simpson at 13. They're like, no, that's stupid. The Rams took Ty Simpson at 13.
I mean, I guess, the Packers took Aaron Rodgers at, well, no, he was a first round, but he was later.
Yeah.
Because he fell so far.
So one of the other guys that's normally at the gym, but he wasn't there today, is a big Rams fan. And he was going to get the mail, and I saw him go get the mail, and I was waiting for him to start coming back to walk past the gym so I could say shit. So he's walking back. I stuck my head out the door and I said, Ty Simpson, baby. And then he's like, I'm going to walk to the gym. He goes, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, yes, it was.
Yeah, man, a 13 pick for I don't know anything about Ty
First-round
Simpson,
quarterback.
but I guess Matthew Stafford probably has limited time left.
He's 1 to 2 years. I mean,
But here's the
if
thing:
you want to get a quarterback to develop,
at a
now's a good
13,
time. At 13, no.
yeah. Say, do you want to spend a 13 pick on somebody that you're going to potentially sit for 2 years?
They should have drafted a wide receiver and then drafted Ty Simpson later because he would be available.
I don't know. Well, the first round is in the books. Round 2 tomorrow. And if I could say anything to the presenters in the draft, you don't have to lean all the way into the microphone just to yell your fucking ass off. Just a little suggestion. I appreciate the excitement. But like when you get all the way into the mic and you start yelling, it just sounds so distorted. Not only on TV, but in person. Because I remember when it was here in Kansas City, some of those guys were just fucking yelling. I'm just like, what? Why is that necessary? There are speakers all over. We can hear you. Like, that's the point.
They need a rehearsal when they do that. Or better
I don't want to get too on them because, again, it's exciting and they're having fun with it. So it is what it is. But you could stand a little bit back and do all your yelling and excitement and stuff, and it doesn't sound nearly as distorted. And it doesn't sound like you're spitting into the microphone either. But I digress. Round 1 is in the books.
If you watch it on TV, you're behind by like 5 to 10 minutes. So you're better if you want to get the latest as soon as possible. Go to a YouTube channel.
Oh, I was going to say, just pull up ESPN.com.
No, that's slow. I had ESPN.com open. Yep. ESPN.com is way slow to update.
Oh, well.
Go to a YouTube channel. Go find some sports channel. There are millions of them out there that are reporting on it. You're going to get the information way before TV, way before ESPN.com.
Oh, well.
It's even more exciting because they're like, the pick is in. Okay, we know who it is. We want to get the graphic up, and it's still like, by the time that YouTube channel gets all their shit together to tell you who it is and get the graphic up, it's still like 5 minutes before the TV's going to start.
Oh, yeah, because I got it. Because everybody's like already in the know of like who the pick's going to be, so they're calling it before it's actually happening in the
actual
actual
people
draft.
On site.
It's not. You're not talking about like tape delay. You're talking about the words out before they actually get on stage and announce all that shit.
No, I'm talking about tape delay. If you watch it on TV, there's always going to be a delay in live TV. At least, I think I heard it's at least 30 seconds. The fastest is going to be 30 seconds.
Oh, no shit.
But it's usually more than that.
Well, in the end, I still like watching the presentation, so I'd still rather watch that than somebody like going, they took this guy, and you don't get to see any of the presentation. I don't know. That's just me. Everybody's different.
I want to know as soon as possible. I'm just that type. But I'm also
everybody's different.
Having regular basic TV or basic cable. I'm like, oh, that's not something I want to have anymore.
Anyway, well, round 1 is over. So I think we're going to start calling it ourselves here. And getting to our closing thoughts. Before we do that, just a quick reminder, if you wouldn't mind helping us out, leave us a comment about how we're doing, what you think we should do next, comments about the technical difficulties, the stories, the food, whatever. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like the episode, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. That would really help us out. And of course, if you prefer to contribute or participate more anonymously, you can always send us an email at gajpodcast@gmail.com. It is now time for our closing thoughts. Alex, what is your closing thought this week?
I don't remember what I said last week, so I'll just say don't be a douchebag. But somehow it's in my notes. Maybe what I said last week.
I don't remember either.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. All right. Closing thought. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We were just talking about the NFL draft, talking about some guys that the future belongs to. Manifest destiny, man. If you can dream it and you want to work toward it, you might be able to realize it. But if you don't believe you can get there, all it is a dream. It doesn't come to fruition. So the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And on that note, we are going to call it an episode. We do this, do that, do the other thing. Let me get this music going. And we'll start bidding you adieu. Maybe. There it is. Until next time, folks, thanks for joining us. This has been another episode of the GAJ Podcast. Thank you very much. Adios, everybody. See you next time.